the previous sessions, we talked about GHA changes and reinstatement. To continue that discussion, today we will talk about traditional and VUL policy changes and guidelines, including how to process each request. Good morning, AXA. My name is Weng Sanchez, your Policy Fulfillment Director, and welcome to Customer Corner Policy Servicing. Change, as we know, is the only thing that is constant. For our policyholders, this change ay maaaring change in life stage, lifestyle, or an event na pwedeng mag-result into changes in their policies too. Therefore, constant communication is important as it can be a trigger to interactions that may lead to opportunities to upsell, cross-sell, or for added referrals. There are two different types of changes in a policy. These are non-financial change and financial change. Non-financial changes include update on personal information, including contact information, add or change of beneficiary, transfer of ownership, dividend options, non-forfeiture options. Non-financial changes are considered as minor changes and have little or no impact to the policy's financial value. Typical requirements would include duly accomplished policy change request form, photocopy of policy owner's valid ID with 3 specimen signatures, photocopy of irrevocable beneficiary with 3 specimen signatures if any, birth certificate for adding or changing beneficiary, and additional requirements as may be required. Financial changes can be defined as changes that would impact the premium, sum insured, or living benefits of a policy. This may include movements in investment funds that may affect the account value. Financial changes include correction of personal details like gender, birth date, or age, fund allocation, fund switch, top up, increase or decrease in policy coverage, addition or deletion of riders, and reinstatement. Correction of personal details like gender, birth date, or age. Correction of gender, birth date, or age needs to be done immediately. This is why dapat, as distributors, we should double-check or even triple-check the information written by our customers in the application form. Sometimes, due to these changes, we need to re-evaluate the policy as these changes may impact the premium of the policy or may even be canceled if the insured is too old for the plan. Change fund allocation means where the customer wants to allocate his future investment funds or premium. The impact of change in fund allocation is prospective, which means it will not affect the policy's existing investment fund units. Ibig sabihin, walang madadagdag or mababawas sa existing investment fund units. Let's take a look at this example. Lagi siyang total of 100%. In changing the fund allocation, always remember that the minimum fund allocation is 10%. Total fund allocation should always be 100%. Funds for allocation should be the same as the policy's currency. Fund switch means moving your investment fully or partially from an existing fund to another fund. For fund switch, always remember that there are 8 free fund switches allowed per policy per year. Funds for fund switch out and switch in must be of the same currency. The minimum amount for fund switch is $400 or its peso equivalent. For both fund switch and change in fund allocation, we will use the variable life policy fund switch and change in fund allocation form. Importanteng tandaan Now for change in fund allocation, only the change in fund allocation instruction field lang ang susulatan kasama ng customary signature at declarations and agreement fields. And for fund switch, indicate the number of units na ililipat sa bagong fund. The number of units can be verified through MAPI. Ilagay din ang switch to percentage. Top up. As we previously learned, top-ups are premium injections that boost the investment of a customer. For top-up, always remember, minimum regular top-up is 5,000 pesos or $150 per annum. Minimum lump sum top-up is 10,000 pesos or $250. If there is a need for underwriting evaluation, a health statement or other documents may be required. If the payment is not made or happens to be insufficient, the transaction will not proceed. Currently, credit card payment is not accepted for lump sum top-ups. Please use the variable life policy lump sum regular top-up and premium holiday application form. Increase in insurance coverage. While the policy is in force and within the first policy year, a policy owner can request to increase the sum insured of the basic plan and will be subject for underwriting evaluation. Decrease in coverage. While the policy is in force, the policy owner can request to decrease the sum insured of the basic plan and rider. Deletion of riders is also considered as a decrease in coverage. Unlike increase in coverage, a decrease can be requested anytime during the life of the policy. If a customer requests a decrease in coverage, we need to tell our customers to consider first the total amount paid for the policy, because there will be no refund in the premium difference, that it will be subject to minimum sum insured. Also, the consent of the irrevocable beneficiary is required if there's any. Bank clearance will be required if the policy is assigned. Addition of riders while the policy is in force. The policy owner can request to increase his policy coverage by means of adding riders. This can be added anytime except for care, which can be added every policy anniversary only, and Bright Rider Plus, which can be added within the first policy year for Life Basics and Accelerator. If waiver of premium will be added to the basic plan that has a term rider, the waiver of premium will apply to the term rider as well. Do note that addition of riders will be subject to underwriting evaluation, and always indicate the rider variants together with a health statement form to avoid delays in processing. Here's a summary of our turnaround time and requirements checklist. And there you have it. That's it for our video learning for today. Always remember, take the time to read our forms as they include instructions on the right side of the page. Our turnaround time begins only after the receipt of all necessary documents in our customer service centers. Always advise our customers of the possibility that we may require additional requirements for all after-sales requests or transactions. Once again, I'm Weng Sanchez, and this has been Customer Corner.